What up, America? What up, world? Welcome to a Better Black America podcast, the number one urban podcast stateside and worldwide. Now, today is Wednesday, March 23rd, 2022. Now, Russia continues to destroy Ukraine. President Biden is on his way to Brussels to meet with his NATO allies, and the emphasis, his NATO allies. Now, Biden had a Freudian slip yesterday. He had a Freudian slip. Now, and he said, while addressing his NATO partners, Biden said out of his own mouth, and you can look it up, don't take my word as a grain of salt. Biden said, it is a new world. It is a new world, and we're leading it. Stop right there. Hold the press. Hold the press. Nigga, you leading it. This is your new world order. This is all on you. Because when Kamala Harris said that the American people got exactly what they ordered, that's exactly what we did. Just like Jim Clyburn, South Carolina congressman, who basically started it all off by saying, well, we know Joe and Joe know us. He's the one that started it. So we knew who Biden was. We knew who Biden was. And yes, Biden is the leader of the new world, and he is not the president of these United States of America, because we voted him to be the president, but he's for a bigger situation. Just look at the data. I don't even want to say science at this point. This is data and information, and knowledge is the first gift of God. So do not be deceived and act like your eyes are not seeing here in California, where I've seen gas prices at $9.99. So we will have $10 gas, $10 a gallon gas here in California. We voted for a 50 cents tax hike, and it was said vote no on the gas hike, and that means vote yes. So now we're starting to understand the corruption of politicians, the corruption of politics, and the flawed system. This is why we got to go back in time, literally in a time machine, to fix what happened in the past, to actually have a better future. Now, it's all making sense. Biden is not the president of the United States. The president of these United States will always says, and may God bless the United States of America. He does not even say that. He said, God bless our troops. He'll say, God bless Ukraine and everybody else, because Biden is the hired gun and the representation of powers and principalities and evildoers in high places. And he's a part of the Democratic brand, which is ruled by the devil, basically what the word says. Demo, demonio, demon, diablo, or devil. Krat in the Greek means rule, to rule. So it's ruled by the devil. And it's not a Republican or Democratic thing, because the Republican Party is just a play off of to the Republic, for which it stands, one nation under God, and America is a republican, is not a democracy. So only Joe Biden could do this. So this is what happens when there's an assignment out there and the show must go on, and they will sacrifice and do anything just to make their point. But we have to see what we see and respect and understand that is exactly what we see. Our eyes are not fooling us. We are looking at the attempt to basically run the New World Order under the Democratic Party. And it seems like any and every time the Democratic Party is in office, we get pushed back in time. The only time we had upward mobility is when Obama was in office, because he received the country at its bottom. Think of 9/11. Think of the wars that George Bush was involved of with the Saudis, weapons of mass destruction. Colin Powell, God rest his soul, lied to the American people. There was no weapons of mass destruction. And then when Obama came into office, he had to bail out the banks, bail out the financial situations. He was responsible for building it back. So think about it. Why are we building back better when Obama received it in 08, 09? We built it back then. So why are we tearing it down now under the tutelage of the Democratic Party? Because the last Republican president, for some strange reason, he ran the country as a CEO, and decided to create America first and make America great again. But for some strange reason, the Democratic supporters, and I'm going to say the Democratic supporters, because we got to be real critical right now. If you support the Democratic Party, you are in opposition of any morals or any values. OK, and when I say conservative, conservative is just God fearing. That's what that means. God, man, woman, and child. And God, man and woman, God is there's no respect of persons. So therefore, our woman is equal to man, but the man has a different set of rules and a woman have a different set of rules, just like a car battery. It has two prongs to charge and one to ground. The man is the charge and the woman is the ground. Neither one can work without each other. So it doesn't matter the positioning between the man and the woman, but therefore we have to figure out a way to basically work together, because this does not work without man, woman. It does not work that way. But if you are a Democrat, on the flip side, you are subjected to being in a party with open atheists, open devil worshipers, open presidential presidents that basically do not say God bless this country, literally sellouts. And now that Pandora's box is all the way open, we're going to basically get our flashlight and go back in time and fix the flaws. The reason these things are terrible right now and we're struggling because we have to do our first work over. We have to do our first work over. We have to go all the way back and see where we were framed. Now, I'm not going to get too deep and I don't want to lose you, but I really want you to understand and really condition your mind for change. Not a noun, person, place, or thing, but a verb, an action word. A better Black America is basically placed here to make sense of any and everything that's going on. And it's a safe haven for people who love this country, love their home, want to see their communities get better, and want to see true equality from a social and economic perspective. A better Black America is a safe haven for that. In conjunction with Conservatives of America -COA. That COA is Colors of America. So go to Conservatives of America -COA.org and invest your pennies and your nickels into a better place for your children's children. So survival is at stake. So we are forced to survive, but we want to thrive. But we can't thrive in a system that has framers that framed us before any of these new things exist. And I'm saying this because I'm pretty gifted in terms of connectability and the parallel. So now we have a Supreme Justice position open right now. And Ketanji Brown Jackson is right now, as we speak, being confirmed. And I'm going to do a whole different podcast and videos about her. But when I look at the first 2 days of her confirmation, they refer to that Constitution. And right now they're on the Fourth Amendment, because I'm going to give you a little snippet. Her issues are coming from her being light on pedophilia, being light on sex crimes as a DC Circuit Court Judge of Appeals or the Supreme Court level on the state level. And her track record is unfavorable because she uses the Constitution to make decisions. I'm going to say that again. Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson uses the Constitution to make decisions. And I'm sitting there. And A Better Black America, SADCA, Socioeconomic Development Coalition of America, we are in front of, and we are spearheading, we are championing Black America by going back and getting legislation together to amend the 13th Amendment. So the purpose of me bringing this up is that we have a Constitution, a historical artifact that was written at a time where they call them framers. And it's clear based on the information presented is that we were framed as a race and as a people. And this is why I'm looking at, the confirmation hearings, and I'm seeing someone who's really as perfect when it comes to policy. And I'm sitting back saying, dang, can she be the vice president? I mean, seriously, like now, because I can imagine that woman with all that confidence. And she's from Harvard 2 times, Harvard grad and her graduate program, undergrad and upper class. So she's from Harvard North and Harvard South, the red and the blue. So what I'm saying is that sister is a game changer, and she will be going down in history, because when she talks about, and I'm speaking on Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson, that's who I'm speaking on right now, because she is the judge that Biden says that he's going to send to Supreme Court, but she has to earn this position. But she is doing a great job, and watch some of the news and watch how she understands in her demeanor and her posturing. And it really is warming and soothing to the soul to see these things starting to come into fruition. Now, those who know me, I got a special assignment to do. This ain't about me. This is about us. And I'm not a prophet, but please be a part, be on the right side of history. You know, don't be an asshole down the road and be one of the ones, oh, we knew. No. You guys are on record right now for your stance. And all I'm telling you is that God is basically calling a few good soldiers to fight for the righteous of all humanity. And he will bless us beyond measure. That cup will run over. So don't go run to some job, some 9-to-5, and, and be a part of the invasion of the body snatchers, because, when you get back into the workforce, you really are not for you anymore, because it feels good to be up right now drinking my coffee. Nobody's wondering. I'm not having to report. But when you do something that you're passionate about and somehow find a way to monetize it and make it some type of income, you'll never work a day of your life. And as I'm talking right now, I'm not working. I'm just chopping it up, providing some information, because God's people will be liberated. Now that we got that out the way, moving forward, we know without a shadow of a doubt, Lucifer is not better than Satan, because that's what the vote for the lesser of the two evils was. Lucifer is not better than Satan. And I'm going to tell you, and I'm not going to, I don't want to scare you, because we are protected. We are blood washed believers, and God got us. OK, so it is going to get worse. I'm going to say that again. It's going to get worse. Now, Build Back Better is code words, plural, for break it all down and destroy. Break it all down and destroy. Man. And under all of the chaos, under Russia destroying Ukraine, other than this Christian Holocaust that will be replacing the Jewish Holocaust, because 85% of Ukrainian people are Christians. Even Zelensky, even Putin is a Orthodox Christian. So we're looking at Sadducees versus Pharisees, believers and non-believers. And this is an opportunity for us to do what we need to do. And like I said, Build Back Better, code words for break it all down and destroy. So what are we missing with these global distractions? What are we missing? What's going on local? Well, I got to be honest with you. We don't know what's going on our southern borders. Somehow the Democratic Party, the demonic crack party, we're going to call it for what it is, because all black people get out of that party. You are free. You don't have to be a Republican. Be free. Be nonpartisan and independent, and let your spirit and your soul and your moral consciousness make a decision of who you're going to vote for, because clearly we're dealing with Satan and Lucifer. OK, and in this case, Biden is becoming both of them, Satan, Lucifer. So I'm saying, and I'm not speaking to the flesh, I'm talking about the powers and the principalities and what's really going on. So when you got a president have a Freudian slip and goes on